Hello, how are you doing today? I hope you're having a wonderful day. Today we're diving into a project that's been brewing for a while, a rental property remodel. You know the drill, old tired space, major potential, and let me tell you, this place had major potential even with the broken windows and the holes in the wall. There are a few steps along the way to get from start to finish though, so let's walk you through some possible pitfalls of the reboot project. So the first thing you want to think about is whether you even want to buy the property and if it's worth it for you to get into it. So personally, this project that I had recently, I found out about it at the end of 2022. The auction was in December, this is December of 2023. So about a year ago, that's when they had the auction and it was a 30-day close. Now, of course, when you go down into an auction, it's easy to get involved in the bidding war. So I got caught up in that, of course, and I was probably overtaxing myself. I just bought a property in September and I hadn't had a chance to start remodeling yet just because of problems finding the right contractor. I'd also that was September, and in November I had bought another property for my daughter to move into. So this would be my third property in 4 months to buy. So we did go ahead and close in 2023 because I wanted to get jump start on my 2023 investment. I try to buy one every year. I did do some research with the county records, wanted to make sure that the value was there, check the MLS for any comparables. Of course, I did a drive-by. I was able to get a preview inside just to kind of get an idea of what it would take to get the remodel done. So when the bidding wrapped up, I paid a little more than I planned to, but I was in about $81,000. So we did get started, we did go ahead and buy the property, but you can only plan for so much. So, picture this, broken and damaged flooring in every room, a kitchen that does look pretty good. It left most of the appliances behind, but there was enough hidden problems to really break the bank. That's the beauty of a fixer-upper, it's like a blank canvas ready to be completely changed over and into a masterpiece. And trust me, we're about to make a masterpiece of functionality, style, and of course, maximum rental return on investment. That's our goal here, get a return on investment. So when I first got into the property and it was able to get the utilities on, I estimated that we're going to have to replace the flooring. A lot of it was damaged, and most of the house, I salvaged the flooring in the master bedroom. I knew it was going to leave a lot of hanging because of the holes in the wall and just general cleanup. It was trash. I was hoping I didn't have to replace the appliances because they were there and hopefully they were working condition. But there was a lot of things that I didn't realize beyond that. Just walking through, you're like, oh, this isn't that bad. Well, I found out that all of the windows had been broken out. It was a part of a foreclosure process, like I said, with auction.com. So because it was in foreclosure, unfortunately, lots of times those people aren't happy. I mean, I wouldn't be happy if I went into foreclosure. So they did everything they could to that property. All of the windows were broken out. The foreclosure company had come back in and put panes of glass up, but had done a really poor job. They just glued it up to the frame, so it was not going to be weather safe. So we had to replace all the windows. And another surprise was that they not only did they break all the windows, but they went into the attic and pulled the wiring out of the house, like pulled it from the walls. So I had to get a couple quotes on rewiring the whole house. So that was a couple thousand more than I planned to pay in the remodel. And also the motor condenser and the air conditioner went up. So that was only a couple hundred, luckily. It doesn't take long for it all to add up though. It kept adding up more and more. So make sure you do your research as much as you can at the beginning to tell us where to draw the line on the improvements. You know, if you start getting more and more surprises, you might have to cut back on some other areas of the remodel that you plan to do. So now we've gotten the utilities on. Like I said, we found out that the wiring had to be done. We got that done first, and then we hadn't been able to turn on the water yet because it was in the middle of winter and we didn't want the water on until we knew the heat and air was working. Luckily, there wasn't any major leaks. Some of the toilets were leaky, but nothing major with the water, luckily. So, you know, we went ahead and started to do the major, get the old out. You know, we started literally tearing out the floor. We filled up a dumpster just with flooring. Luckily, that was only the major stuff. We wanted to get rid of anything that was mistreated and left behind in this forgotten home. It's, you know, of course, very messy and loud, but it's a necessary first step to creating something truly amazing. Get rid of all the nasty old stuff. And this is where the magic really starts to take place. You can start putting the pieces back together, piece by piece, and making it really what you want to be, and kind of get this picture to develop of what it's going to be once you're all done. We did replace the flooring. We put luxury vinyl plank in all of the rooms. We did have to readjust. There was a bump in the floor, so we did have to do some subflooring. We retextured and painted all the walls. Most of the doors had to be replaced because of holes, and some of them just didn't work. Even the door frames, it was easier to replace the doors and the door frames than try to match the right size and everything like that. We're currently working on getting the windows replaced. That's the last step of the project. The roof, one good thing was the roof was in good condition. It was a metal roof. We are tightening the screws down, which is something that you want to think about if you have a metal roof. As part of maintenance of a metal roof, you do want to make sure that you tighten those screws because they're going to loosen as the years go along. And you may even want to put some like through the roof or caulking up there just to make sure it has a good seal. Also, because Cape City has city water and sewer, I don't have to worry about the septic tank maintenance. So those are two major things, and since I only had to pay a couple hundred to fix the heat and air, that's three major things I didn't have to worry about. So most things in this home were cosmetic. By the way, I'm Laura Clute with Ozark Gateway Realty, and I'm the principal broker of this office in North Central Arkansas. I am an investor myself, and I also work with investors in our area, help them buy, manage their rentals. We do property management and sell properties when they're ready to turn around or reinvest in something else. So make sure to like, comment, and share this video so we can get your input on rental property reboots, and also subscribe and get notified of new videos so you can join our community of homeowners. So at this point, I was ready to be done. We've done flooring, we did the rewiring, we got the paint down, but every detail was chosen with both style and tenant needs in mind. Remember, happy families mean happy pockets. We want to keep the tenants in place and keep them paying, and we want to do that by both of us being happy. So I did have a tenant go ahead and move in October. As I mentioned though, we're still not done because of their timing needs and the way their lease ended on their previous property. They wanted to go ahead and move in. So unfortunately, that happens almost every time you get, especially a property that you're just starting to rent. Somebody moves in and they find all the problems that you didn't get a chance to find yet. So we found out the stove doesn't work, the dishwasher doesn't work, the dryer vent doesn't go outside. All of the vents, the heating and air vents are clogged with toys and dirt and who knows what else. So we did get somebody in there to clean out, vacuum out the vents and make sure that that system is working well. We want to make sure the air flow moves well to actually heat and cool the house and not destroy the system that we just got working again. I did get a new dishwasher in there. There was some confusion about the stove. So here's something to keep in mind when you get a new stove. make sure you understand the safety mechanisms, because lots of people that maybe do canning or something like that might want to know that about the safety button on the new stoves that I wasn't even aware of. So luckily those were pretty minor things with the tenant moving in, and so he's been continued to able to get those doors in, get the floorboards and the baseboards in, and continue to work while she's been there. So you do want to make sure that you are watching your budget as you're doing the rental remodel. And I know what you're thinking, this looks amazing, but what about the wallet? Relax, budget warriors, I assure you I am a smart spender. We did snag some deals on the appliances during Black Friday, and we were able to get some flooring wholesale. It's all about thinking outside of the big box store, folks, and trust me, the sweat equity really pays off in the long run. So in this home, we had an initial investment of $81,000. To do that rewiring and get the heat and air fixed was about $7,600. That's half of what it could have cost me. And to do the flooring, the paint, the doors, most of the inside stuff was about $25,000. The appliances and cleaning the ductwork was about another $1,000. And the utilities, because I had to maintain it over the summer, the electric, the water, and the lawn care, all summer I had to pay that because the contractor that I used, this is actually a second job. So it did take longer as far as that, so the utilities kind of added up. So my initial investment and all of that work, we're at about $125,000. That's definitely more than I normally put into a rental property, but this property definitely has the potential to bring a much greater return. Great places to check when you're looking for materials to use is Facebook Marketplace. I found a lot of people that while they're remodeling, they'll take out stuff out of a home that's in completely good working condition. It just doesn't work with their aesthetic, or they want to upgrade. Definitely with appliances, I've seen that washer and dryer, they decide to upgrade good working order previous appliances, but they just don't want them anymore. So that's definitely one place to check. And another place is to check your local stores. A lot of them around here, Johnson's, I know they have a sale room. B&B has a sale room. So just check with your local flooring or hardware stores and see what they have available that maybe you could use in your home as you're doing that rental or remodel project and keep your prices down. From outdated eyesore and neighborhood concern to masterpiece, this rental property will rock the rental market. We've created a space that's stylish and functional, and most importantly, feels like home. That is the key, isn't it? Whether you're a seasoned landlord or just dipping your toes into the rental pool, remember this. It's not just about bricks and mortar, it's about creating a space where people can thrive. That's the great thing about investing in real estate. Not only are you helping someone find a place that they can feel safe and secure and can maybe save up money to buy a home, but you also get a short-term cash flow with that rental property income, and you have a long-term investment that you can then at a later date hopefully be able to turn around and sell that for a profit as well. That's why rental real estate investing is so great. So that's our rental property reboot. Hopefully it's inspired you to tackle your own renovation projects, big or small. Remember, with a little bit of vision, some elbow grease, and maybe a healthy dose of YouTube, anything is possible. And hey, if you're looking for even more ideas, check out this video I did about helping a family member buy a home. A little paint, a lot of love, and a whole lot of hustle can turn any space into something extraordinary. Thanks for watching and have a blessed day.